Hi everyone, welcome back to Makeup by Koren. And no, it's not corn like what it looks like, how it's spelled. Thank you, Dad. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to achieve that airbrushed foundation look without having to airbrush. This is your liquid foundation that anybody can buy and use at home. I've had many clients actually request this look. It's so easy and it literally is for everyone. It's a nice natural glow. I've done this look on brides, everybody. So stay tuned and I hope you like the video. Please like and subscribe to Makeup by Koren. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. So our first step is just to use an all-over face cream that's going to hydrate your skin. Right now it's winter and mine is very dry. So this stuff right here, just a regular daily face. So you just put that on with a nice flat stippling brush and just go all over your face. In this part, we're just going to let that soak in for a minute. So we're going to go in with our foundation. What I like to use is the HD Makeup Forever. So this will look good in photos, everything, because there won't be any flashback. So I'm just going to pump a few drops of that on the back of my hand. And what I like to do is just dot it on with my finger. What this does is it helps from soaking into my brush. I find that a lot of product just disappears in my brush by the time it gets to my face. So this way, I can disperse it. And as you can see, I have a lot of redness. And this will actually help camouflage that. So again, I like to take for my foundation is a MAC 191, just a flat brush, and I just start smoothing it out. So after I've moved the product around my face, I go back in with a denser brush just to buff it. And this is what helps you achieve that airbrush look. So just nice little circles, just buff that product around. Now once we get to this part, some people just stop here, but what I like to do is just do some concealer around the eyes, some color correction. And I actually am so excited because I just received this, and it's actually does two things in one. It's the MAC Correcting Conceal, and it's in the light color. So basically use your yellow, and what that does is helps with the paler skin tones, get rid of that redness like I have, because my skin is so sensitive. So with that, I'll just go in where I tend to be more red. Just right under my eyes too. Especially just right here. And I have these red marks on my nose. So what I do with that, I'll just buff that out with a little brush. I'll just take out the pinky tone and go over these areas and make a little triangle. This part, I'll just take a damp beauty blender . Just make sure you're just blotting. For this part, I just like to use a brightener. So for this one, I am going to use Stroke of Light, Bare Minerals. Just again, right down my nose. Same thing, just take your beauty blender, buff that up. So when we're done that, our next step is to set it. So what I like to use to set this is I use the Makeup Forever HD powder. It's so finely milled that it's, but it doesn't settle in any creases or anything if you have more mature skin. And it actually comes in a kit. We get the little kabuki from them as well with your foundation, so it's actually a good deal for what you get. What I'm going to use for this, I'm just going to take a little wet sponge and I just put it out on a piece of tissue, and I just very finely Next, while we wait, I like to do bronze before I do the contouring. It just helps you from getting that big stripe if you have a lighter skin tone. So what I do is I just like to use, now you can use the Anastasia depending on what color your skin tone is. So you can use her palette for the bronze part, but as I'm fair right now, so I just use the MAC Trace of Gold, and I'll use that as my bronzer, and just take it on any size brush you like. I like this one. It's a 150 brush by MAC. It's fluffier, it's a bigger brush. It just helps get the product. And don't forget, always tap your brushes. So just ever so slightly, just buff that where the sun would hit your face. Okay, now that we have our bronzer on, we can go into the Anastasia contour kit. So for this part, I'm just going to do some slight contouring. And the brush I've been liking to do that with right now is a MAC 109 brush. And I'll just go in with this color right here. And sometimes I jump over here, but mainly just this one. Just tap it. Tap your excess off. And just right in here in the hollow of the cheek. As long as you're sweeping up, you don't ever want your product down here. You're kind of defeating the purpose of your contour, and then it just looks muddy. But you're basically just shading, and you'll find it's a lot easier now that you've already had that bronzer on. It's kind of got somewhere for the product to go and it won't look as stripey. So we're going to go ahead and do this side. I'm going to take the same brush, same color. I'm going to go like this so it changes the shade of it. And just going to go down the side of my nose. Now what this part is good for, when you're taking photos, it just helps your face from looking completely flat. And you just want to go ahead and blend that out. What I like to do for this part is just I'm going to go in with a MAC blush, which is Eternal Sun. Right here. It's so pretty. It's a nice peachy glow. And you can still use this as a bronzer too. So you just go right on top of where we were. What I like to do from here is to go in with a little setting brush by Real Techniques, and I go into the Anastasia banana powder. And what this does is just gives your eyes a nice pick-me-up too. And then I'll take my sponge again and I'll go back on that powder that we used earlier and just make a nice little line here. This helps clean up that line that we had and will make your definition pop. Now I just go over my face, the fluffy brush. And this will blend out any harshness. On to my favorite part. I love highlighter. It just makes everybody look so glowy and pretty. And of course I use everybody's favorite, the old standby MAC Soft and Gentle. You can use this on a fan brush, whatever you have. I like to use this little guy right here, which is a Sigma F35 brush. Just tap it in. And you just create a nice C formation right here on your face. So stay above where you put your blush. What I will do is I just like to look at everything. If you want to add any more, do anything else, now's the time. So now we take our brush and buff off that powder that we had sitting on the edge of our and this is the part that I like to take my MAC Fix Plus, and what this does, just sets your entire face and it will literally last all day. It doesn't matter what the heat is outside, it will stay. And it smells good too. So our next part is, I'll just throw on a little gloss and I'll just use a little gold one from MAC. And there you have it. Now we have our face complete. I hope you enjoyed the video. So please like and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more videos from Makeup by Koren. Thank you. Bye.